This is Millennial Man Motions Entertainment, LLC. It is the summer of 2023, and I am back with Patriot Mike and Sailor Dennis. We're going to start off with you first, Patriotic Mike. What are your thoughts on the two-tier justice system?
All right. Well, the other day, Devin Archer gave some explosive testimony against the Delaware Mafia, the Biden crime family, right? And really, when you listen to that, this guy's got to be impeached. Matter of fact, the whole family's got to be impeached, including his two top capos, which is Christopher Wray and the Attorney General of the United States, Merrick Garland. They're Biden's capos. So when that explosive information came out, all of a sudden the Biden crime family turned around and had Trump indicted again for the second time.
Third time, I think it is? Or?
Fourth time, I'm sorry, the fourth time. I believe it's the fourth time they had him indicted, okay? In order to deflect from what the Biden crime family's up to. But I'll say one thing before we turn it over to Dennis. So, I don't hear a word coming from that piece of shit, Mitch McConnell, that swamp motherfucking creature. He ain't saying a word. Republican, right? He ain't saying a word, okay? However, here's what I think the plan is. They've done this to Trump, all these impeachments, right, in order to have his campaign be affected by all these impeachments, right? So now what the Republicans got to do, they got to do the same thing. They should start the articles of impeachment against Joe Biden and his crime family, right? And that will interfere with Biden's campaign to run for president. Now the Republicans got to do this. If they don't, they're nothing but a piece of shit. They have to do this, okay? Fight fire with fire. And when they do that, right, then when Biden goes on the campaign trail, they're going to ask a lot of questions. What about this impeachment? What about this impeachment? Just like we're going to do to Trump. Well, what's going on with your indictments? See what I'm saying? Fight fire with fire, okay?
All right, Sailor Dennis?
The two-tier justice system. What a debacle this is. By the way, thank you for letting me speak. Hello, everyone. I hope that this message reaches the Biden people as well as the Trump people, because the Biden people have to understand that if you want to keep our country free and truly democratic, you can't vote for that character. You can't. It's the Biden family syndicate. They all have their hands out. Joe Biden, for 50 years, he's been a so-called public servant. In 50 years, you can't put your finger on one positive thing he's ever accomplished. Trump accomplishes more by going to the urinal.
Before we continue, I want both of your quick opinions on RFK Jr.
Okay, well, before RFK Jr., I just want to say one more thing that I forgot.
Sure.
The Biden crime family and the two capos, the FBI head and Attorney General, they should be in handcuffs right now. Right now, on their way to jail for treason. Treason. As far as Robert Kennedy Jr. goes, they're shutting him out on everything, right? And I think he would be a good candidate for the Democrats, and I think he can beat Biden, but they're not backing him at all. They're just shutting him out of everything. That's my opinion. I think he would be a good candidate for the Democrats, but they think he's too dangerous.
Sailor Dennis, quick thoughts on RFK Jr.?
Robert Kennedy is he's an enigma for the Democrats. The modern Democrat is he's a worthless article. He's an article who's forever a victim, who's forever pointing the fingers, calling people racist and bigots, homophobes. The Democrat Party is just a party of accusations. And anything that they do, it's not for the common man, it's not for the working man. They don't care about us. Trump stands in between us and them.
Patriotic Mike,
Yes.
what you were saying with what the Republicans have to do to Biden now, with what they're doing to Trump,
Okay.
around the same lines, you know, with the Democrats in 2022 doing the illegal ballot harvesting, should these Republicans also do a ballot harvesting to keep it fair?
Ballot harvesting is supposedly illegal now.
Right.
Okay? But what they got to do is start early voting. They got to do early voting. But the key to this election is going to be this. Start the articles of impeachment. The Republicans have to start that on Biden. Okay? Because they've been indicting Trump like for years. Right? But his numbers keep going up.
Since he started going down the escalator.
Yeah. His numbers keep going up.
Up, yeah.
Or as far as Biden goes, if they do the articles of impeachment, that's going to affect his campaign, and he's not going to know how to respond to it because he's been caught lying numerous times.
Okay, and now everybody, it's time for concluding final thoughts on what's with the two-tier justice system.
Very simple. Very simple. There's a whole different set of rules for the Democrats versus the Republicans. That's it. The Democrats don't pay a price. I haven't seen anybody suspended, fired, docked pay, put in jail, nothing on the Democrat side. Half of them should be in jail. And you said about Robert Kennedy to give our thoughts on him. The reason why the Democrats don't like Robert Kennedy is he's a throwback to the days of old when the Democrats were concerned with the working man,
Right.
with real America.
Right.
The modern Democrat is just a professional victim.
Right.
They're a victim.
Right.
Everybody's a victim.
So my last thing is going to be this. If him or I were a felon and we lied on a gun permit, we'd be in jail.
We'd all be
If
in
we
jail.
didn't pay our
Immediately.
taxes, we would be in jail. Hunter Biden just skates free. Skates free. That's a two-tier justice system.
Sure, that's a good way to final thought for that
And
there.
President Trump has to be the cleanest person on the planet because he's been investigated up, down, all around, all these indictments, this and that, and he's always coming up clean. It's impossible to come up clean that many times if you're dirty in any way.
Right.
So the dirt all lies on the Democrat side.
Great. Okay. Thanks for getting both of your guys' opinions on all this. I don't know what's really going to happen with us for the rest of August, but when I get back to the United States in September, I'm going to have both of you guys and possibly some other people's thoughts and opinions on the first Republican debates.
Now you're going to Israel.
Yeah,
right?
in 3 weeks. I'll be there in 3 weeks.
Tell all my Hebrew brothers that I say shalom.
They speak English.
Each
They heard
and
the
every
shalom. Yes, very nice. Very nice, the shalom. Okay, and this is a serious topic, so this is a more sad, everybody dance and have a good time. This is Patriotic Mike, Sailor Dennis, and Millennial Man Motions Entertainment, LLC, signing out to September's thoughts on the Republican debates.
How long was that?
Very good. Very good.